Hello everybody, welcome to Crafty Soup. My name is Misty. I have a quick mixed media layout process video for you today for my Layout a Day challenge. Today's prompt was all about celebrities, and I thought really hard about a story I could tell, and I combined three smaller stories of encounters with celebrities, nothing really up close and personal, but just kind of some stories that have stuck with me over the years. And I used the internet largely to find the details of these stories. I printed out a couple of photos. I found a little bit of, dates, place, location, that kind of stuff. And then I'm going to go ahead and start with this mixed media layout. So I am keeping it super simple. I just have 2 sheets of pattern paper. That star background in the blue is a little bit too primary for me, but I'm going to tone it down some with this mixed media. And then I cut out on my Cricut my title, which is going to be Brushes with Fame. And instead of using the positive letters for my title, I'm going to use the negative space as a stencil to stencil my title with this gold stencil paste product. This is called Viva Inca Gold, and I've had it for a very long time. It's still available on Amazon in various colors, and I like it. Mine is a little bit on the dry side because I have had it so long, but it is water soluble, so you'll see me adding a little bit of water to it as I work with it because it was getting kind of crumbly. Now it does say it has a beeswax element to it, but I find it's perfectly water soluble, so I'm kind of baffled about how those two things fit together, but it is really creamy and waxy, and it does dissolve well. So I like this product quite a bit, and I wish I had used it more when it was brand new. So here I am rearranging the pieces for my layout. I realized that when I printed my photos, leaving the border on these photos created them or caused them to be a little too wide for that base piece there. So I'm going to set them aside, and I end up cutting them down later. And I'm going to go ahead and do more stenciling here. So I have this scrapbook.com star stencil, and I'm keeping the paste heavier at the top and kind of lighter towards the bottom because I wanted the stars to kind of fade out a little bit. And I just continue on. I use some old washi tape that I've used for doing this, holding things in place and covering up stenciling. And so this washi tape is been well loved and well used, and I like to keep old pieces around to do this kind of thing. Now, because my title is Brushes with Fame, I wanted to literally add some brush strokes to this page and create more of a fading effect with those stars. So I am adding some further mixed media stenciling here with this little stencil brush. Now my stencil brush is a bit on the softer side. A lot of stencil brushes are pretty stiff. So I've just had this in my stash forever. I don't even know where it came from or what brand it is, but I like it. I like the softer bristles to it than a lot of stencil brushes I've used. So if you've never done this before, play around with different brushes and see what you like. So I am adding more brush strokes to the bottom of this piece because that's where that section is going to have my photos and journaling. So I wanted to continue that mixed media. And then that's where you saw me kind of tone down that primary blue color. Adding the gold to it definitely helps it blend in a little bit more with this base. So now I'm just kind of adhering all together. When I let everything dry, it does need to dry just a little bit. The edges of my paper were curling up a little bit, and I actually like that. So I forced it that way with some foam adhesive. I'm just adding a little extra gold around the edges of my journaling blocks. And then here you see me trimming down my photos for the final sizing so that I can get them all to fit. And I'm trying to make sure, because they are so side by side and so close, I'm trying to make sure that they're pretty exact in their dimensions. And when they're not exact, I pick the smallest photo and put it up against my larger photo, and then do a little bit more trimming with a pair of scissors. Once I've got those all lined up on my layout, I'm ready to adhere everything down, and I try to put the photos in a way that kind of makes sense with the colors of the photos visually. Now, like I said, I didn't have exact images from most of this stuff, so I just kind of pieced together things that made sense. Now my Made journaling I popped up on a little foam just to give it a tiny bit of extra emphasis. And then I'm adding my journaling block that goes with each photo down underneath. And then I'm going to tie those journaling blocks together with their photo with a simple chipboard star. So because stars was the technique prompt for this layout, I went overboard with the stars, but that's okay. But you can see that mixed media layouts don't have to be complicated. Layouts in general don't have to be complicated. This is a really simple design. It just uses 3 columns, 3 photos, 3 stories, and it pieces some events that might not have anything else to do with each other together in a story. So that is it for today. Tell me what you think about these simpler layouts. Tell me what you think about using mixed media in general or about this paste product in particular. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I will be back tomorrow with another layout process video. So I will see you then.